This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Again, makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The completion makes it second down. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Quick throw to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the Volunteers will have to kick it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense goes to the pistol. Now the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
First down. Tennessee, 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. It would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looks like Georgia will have the first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier running through tackles. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. The 10. Touchdown, Vols. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
2nd down play coming up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking. Really, everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
This is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Can he make it? Touchdown, Volunteers. He just sprints into the end zone. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Timeout, Georgia.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
If you call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
First and 10 play coming up. The shotgun running play call. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. It got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
The Volunteers looking to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Down he goes. A sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to...
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Vols bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. This will be down to cross midfield at about the 45. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He slings this one deep down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. 1st down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Georgia now operating in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he scores. Touchdown, Dogs. And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Trying to extend the play. He's hit just before the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's the running back in the flat. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass is caught. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 26, Tennessee 14.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
And the defense is doing everything they can to try to rip that ball out. They've got to get the football back to their own offense to have any chance, obviously, of winning this game.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So our offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit. The balls come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull.
Lofting it toward the blocked. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They look to throw it here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The offense facing a tough conversion here, third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds the running back in the flat. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Bulldogs are in the red zone now. They're going to run it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs.